course, he's thinking, she's going to sit there and watch her husband fish all day. But then, once you start, then, yeah, they take you seriously.
But in the fishing industry, forget, the standard Joe Blow, but in the fishing industry, are you finding that by holding your ground and just aging gracefully, I cannot believe how great you look. You look fantastic. That you're starting to just find your footing better. And let me give you some context. I can't tell if I've been more accepted in the fishing industry because A, I don't know what people are saying that's bad anymore because I just try not to listen. B, if it's because I am getting older and therefore people are just used to me now, my 40s. Mm-hmm. Or C, if it's that the whole world and the entire industry has changed to be more.
Around COVID.
Oh, I don't know. I was in America. I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, it's the same, yeah, I felt like women just skyrocketed at some point, and it's all kind of a blur to me, so I don't remember how long ago that was. Mm-hmm. I feel like it wasn't that long ago. But I feel like the fly fishing industry has accepted us. Like, they know we're here. They know women fish. Yeah, and they've made a space for us. And maybe like the old curmudgeony guys that were fishing when no women are fishing, maybe they're all dead and gone, and so that pushback is gone. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's everything. I think you get a little older and you're like, I don't know what they're saying. I don't
yeah.
Just yeah.
Well, you're in a very unique, not unique, so maybe unique. You're in an age that I am questioning, or you're at the age where I'm questioning kind of where I'm going to be feeling in the industry. Like, are you going to want to? What do you do with it? Because in your 50s now, because you said your early 50s, right?
Yeah.
Which is your same age as my husband, and that's why we have a lot of these conversations, and I can kind of look ahead and seeing what he's going through with his career. You get to the age where you're taken seriously, and especially as an educator, because you've learned so much over the last couple decades. Think about how much you've learned teaching now compared to 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So you can actually sell out spaces and really promote your skills as a teacher. Or you can start to take a step back and become a little more private and quiet and quote unquote retired. What's your plan for within the next 10 years?
Oh, geez.
Are you going Joan Wolfe, going to be teaching till you're 90, or are you going to totally disappear and Ed Ward, just do your own life?
I will always, I think, be involved. I guess it depends on what happens with our business, and I can't imagine selling it or passing it off for somebody else. It's like your baby, like nobody will love this like I do. I can't imagine ever leaving it, but I also can't imagine doing this for the next 20 years, So I kind of think, I don't know, I'm sure that Rich and I will not be as involved at some point in the future. We're talking about hosting more saltwater trips, things like that. I love to travel, and I feel like I do get to travel. I'm pretty lucky with the places that I've been able to go and see. But of course, there's more I would like to see in different ways. I love just getting in a car and driving and seeing, the landscape of the whole country. So I'm able to do that and fly away. So I don't know if I answered your question.
You did. It sounds like you want to do everything. Is there somewhere that you haven't been yet that you really want to be for fishing purposes? So a fishing trip you haven't taken yet?
Børster det grønt, udskifter det gult. Udskift nu for 100% effektiv rengøring.
Sure. I mean, I haven't done like the Dorado thing. I've done the steelhead thing.
What did you think? What did you think of the steelhead?
No. I loved it. So when I first got into fishing, those first couple years, when I was in Sun Valley, with the ex, he wanted to steelhead fish. So I'm like, great, let's try steelhead fishing. So I learned to spade, cast, and it was, oh my God, that was another frustrating time. But I loved it. We went to BC, and I was on the Kispiox and the Copper. I loved those two rivers a lot. And the Clearwater. We did stuff on the Clearwater. And back then, I was tougher. I didn't mind being freezing cold, standing, up to my boobs in water, and so I thought it was great. I loved it. Then I got involved with Trout Hunter, and our off season came around. I'm like, hey, Rich, let's go steelhead fishing. And he's like, no, let's go saltwater fishing. I'm like, okay, I could do that. So yeah, we sort of, ventured into the whole saltwater thing.
Do you have a species that you prefer in saltwater fishing?
I think I don't prefer permit.
Okay.
I know that everybody wants to catch permit. I think it's the most miserable thing you can do.
So does Charles. My husband hates them. He will roll cast at mullet trying to get up on a permit. He's faster. And so why? I mean, they're hard, but do you keep, anyway, I don't want to interrupt you. Tell me why.
No, I mean, I will definitely permit fish. But I think it's Rich's thing. Like, he loves it. That's his thing. He needs to catch that permit. And I'm just like, okay, you do that. And then when it's my turn, I'll give it a shot. But man, you stand up there for hours, and you're standing, and it's hot, and you're sweating, and your mind drifts off, and then there's a fish, and you've got to cast, and